Welcome to you in Maths Battle. Today I will teach you NCERT Class 12 Maths Chapter 10 Vector Algebra Part 1. I will cover following topics: Introduction to Vector Algebra, Position Vector, Direction Cosines, Types of Vectors, Exercise 10.1, Addition of Vectors, Properties of Vector Addition, Multiplication of Vector by Scalar, and the last uh, first three question of exercise 10.2. Introduction to of vector algebra. Vector algebra is one of the branch of mathematics. It studies the algebra of vector quantities. There are two types of physical quantities, scalar and vector. The scalar quantities has only magnitude, whereas the vector quantities has both magnitude and direction. In mathematics, the physics and engineering, we frequently come across with both types of quantities, namely scalar quantities such as length, mass, time, distance, speed, area, volume, temperature, work, money, voltage, density, resistance, etc. And vector quantities like displacement, velocity, acceleration, force, weight, momentum, electric field intensity, etc. Basic concept: let L be any line in the plane of three-dimensional space. This line can be given two directions by means of arrowhead. A line with one of these directions prescribed is called directed line. If we restrict the line L to the point line segment AB, then a magnitude is prescribed on the length L with one of the two directions so that we obtain a directed line segment A. Directed line segment has magnitude as well as direction. Directed line segment is a vector denoted by AB or simply vector A and read as vector AB or vector A. The point A is called initial point from where the vector AB, and the point B where it ends is called its terminal point. The distance between initial and terminal point of a vector is called magnitude or length of the vector denoted by mod AB or mod of vector A or simply A. Use of vector algebra. There are many uses of vector algebra. Few of them is mentioned below. Force, torque and velocity. Military uses, projectiles, in gaming, designing roller coaster, boat cross a river. Position vector. Let P as a point in space having the coordinate x, y, z with respect to the origin O. Then the vector OP having O and P as initial and terminal point respectively is called the position vector of the point P. With respect to O, using distance formula, the magnitude of vector OP or vector R is OP is equal to square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Simple the distance formula. The position vector of point AB with respect to the origin O are denoted by vector A, vector B and vector C respectively. Direction cosines. Let OP or vector R of a point P, X, Y, Z in figure. The angle alpha beta and gamma made by the vector r with respect to the positive direction of x, y and z axis respectively are called the direction angles. The cosine value of the angle, that is cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, are called direction cosine of vector r and usually denoted by L, M and N respectively. If OAP, right angle triangle, angle TOA is alpha, therefore cos alpha is equal to x upon r, where r stands for absolute value of magnitude of vector r. Similarly, from the right angle triangle OBT and OCT, cos beta is equal to y upon r and cos gamma is equal to z upon r. Coordinates of point P are can be expressed as LR, MR, NR. The number LR, MR, and NR proportional to the direction cosines are called the direction ratios of vector R and denoted by A, B, C respectively. Therefore, cos square alpha, cos square beta, cos square gamma is equal to x square plus y square plus z square upon r square is equal to r square upon r square is equal to 1. As we know that the square root of uh, x square plus y square plus z square is equal to magnitude of vector r. Therefore, L square plus M square plus N square is equal to 1, but A square plus B square plus C square is not equal to 1 in general. Types of vector. Zero vector. A vector is said to be a zero or null vector denoted by 0 whose initial and terminal point coincide. Zero vector cannot be assigned a definite direction as it has zero magnitude. The vector A represents the zero vector. Unit vector. A vector whose magnitude is unity is called the unit vector. The unit vector in the direction of given vector A is denoted by A cap. Co-initial vector. Two or more vectors having the same initial point are called co-initial vectors. Collinear vector. Two or more vectors are said to be collinear if they are parallel to the same line, irrespective of their magnitude and direction. Equal vector. Two vector A and B are said to be equal if they have the same magnitude and direction regardless of the position of their initial point, and written as vector A is equal to vector B. Negative of a vector. A vector is said to be negative vector of given vector if it has the same magnitude that of given vector but direction is opposite to the given vector. Vector BA is the negative vector of AB and written as vector BA is equal to minus vector AB. Coming to the example, represent the graphically a displacement of 40 kilometer 30 degree west to south. So on the scale of 1 centimeter is equal to 10 kilometer, the vector OP represents the required displacement. We have drawn the 30-degree angle from OS. So OP is 30-degree west to south and displacement represent 40 kilometer as we have selected the scale 1 centimeter is equal to 40. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 kilometer. Classify the following measure as scalar or vector. 5 second scalar, 1000 centimeter cube is scalar, 10 Newton is the 10 Newton force, unit of force, so it's a vector. 30 kilometer per hour is a scalar. 10 gram per centimeter cube is a scalar. 20 meter per second towards north, so it is the velocity. So velocity is the vector quantity. In figure, which of the vectors are collinear, equal, and coinitial? So collinear vector A, C, and D are collinear. Equal vector A and C are equal. Co-initial vector B, C, and D are the co-initial vector because all are starting from point say A. Now coming to the exercise 10.1, represent graphically displacement of 10 kilometer 30 degree east to of north. So it is similar to the example which we have solved earlier. We have selected the scale 1 centimeter is equal to 10 kilometer and draw an angle 30 degree from ON. So OP is the required displacement. Classify the following measures as scalar vector. 10 kg scalar, 2 meter northwest is a vector because it's giving the direction. 40 degree is a scalar. 40 watt is a scalar. 10 power minus 19 coulomb, it's the unit of charge, is a scalar. 20 meter per second square, it represents the acceleration, so it's a vector quantity. Classify the following as scalar and vector quantities. Time period, it's scalar. Distance is scalar. Force vector. Velocity vector. Work done scalar. In the figure, identify the following vectors. Co-initial, so co-initial vector having the same initial point, so vector A and D having the same initial point, so they are co-initial. Equal vector, vector D and vector B having the same direction and same magnitude because this figure is a square, so these vectors are equal. Collinear but not equal. A and C are collinear vector but not equal because both are having the different direction, basically opposite direction to each other. Answer the following as true or false. A and minus A are collinear. Yes, both are having the same magnitude but opposite direction. Two collinear vectors are always equal in magnitude. This is not true because A and 2A are the collinear vector but having a different magnitude. Two vectors having the same magnitude are collinear. This is also not correct because all of these four vectors having the same magnitude because the length are same, but they are not the collinear. Two collinear vectors having the same magnitude are equal. So this is also not true because vector A and 2A are the collinear but having the different magnitude. Addition of vectors. Let AB and BC are two vectors, then the addition of these two vectors is given by the vector AC and it is expressed as AC is equal to AB plus BC. This is known as triangular law of vector addition. If we have two vectors A and B, then to add them, they are positions so that the initial point of one coincides with the terminal point of the other. So AC is equal to AB plus BC. Also, AC is equal to minus CA. Therefore, AB plus vector BC plus vector CA is equal to vector AA is equal to 0 vector. This means that when the sides of a triangle are taken in order, it leads to a zero resultant, as the initial and terminal points get coincide. Now construct BC dash such that BC dash vector BC dash is equal to minus vector BC. Then vector AC dash is equal to vector AB plus vector BC dash is equal to vector AB plus minus of vector BC is equal to vector A minus vector B. Properties of vector addition. First property. For any two vectors A and B, vector A plus vector B is equal to vector B plus vector A. Commutative property. Now coming to the proof of this property. Let AB is equal to A, BC is equal to B. Then using the triangular law, from triangle ABC, we have AC is equal to A plus B. And the parallelogram property, if you look the parallelogram ABCD, if we have two vectors A and B represented by the two adjacent sides of a parallelogram in magnitude and direction, their sum A plus B is represented in the magnitude and direction by the diagonal of the parallelogram through their common point. This is known as the parallelogram law of vector addition. Since the opposite sides of the parallelogram are equal and parallel, so vector AD is equal to vector BC is equal to vector B, and vector BC is equal to vector AB is equal to vector A. Using the triangle ADC, vector AC is equal to vector AD plus vector DC is equal to vector B plus vector A. Therefore, vector A plus vector B is equal to vector B plus vector A. For any vector A plus 0 vector is equal to 0 vector plus A vector is equal to vector A. The vector 0 is called the additive identity of vector addition. Properties of vector addition further. The next second property, for any three vector A, B and C, vector A plus vector B plus vector C is equal to vector A plus vector B plus vector C, associative property. Let vector A, vector B and vector C be represented by PQ, QR and RS respectively, as shown in adjoining figure. So vector A plus vector B is equal to vector PQ plus vector QR is equal to PR. Vector B plus vector C is equal to vector QR plus vector RS is equal to Q vector QS. So A plus B plus C is equal to vector PR plus vector RS is equal to vector PS. Similarly, if we see the second figure, so vector A plus vector B plus vector C is equal to vector PQ plus vector QS is equal to vector PS. Therefore, vector A plus vector B plus vector C is equal to vector A plus vector B plus vector C. Multiplication of a vector by a scalar. Let A be a given vector and lambda a scalar. Then the product of the vector A by the scalar lambda is called the multiplication of vector A by a scalar lambda and denoted by lambda A. So lambda A vector is also a vector collinear to vector A, as we have seen earlier. The vector lambda A has the direction same or opposite to that of vector A according that the value of lambda is positive or negative. For example, if it is negative, then its direction is opposite to vector A. If it is positive, then the direction is same that of A. The magnitude of vector lambda A is mod of lambda times the magnitude of vector A. Mod of lambda A is equal to mod of lambda plus mod of lambda into mod of A. Geometric multiplication of vector by scalar is shown above. When lambda is equal to -1, then lambda A is equal to minus of A, which is a vector having the magnitude equal to the magnitude of A and direction opposite to that of direction of A. The vector minus A is called the negative or additive inverse of vector A. Therefore, vector A plus minus of vector A is equal to minus times of vector A plus vector A is equal to 0 vector. If lambda is equal to 1 upon magnitude of A, then mod of lambda A is equal to mod of lambda mod of A is equal to 1 upon mod of A into mod of A is equal to 1, provided vector A is not a null vector. If it is a null vector, then mod A is equal to 0. So 1 upon 0 is not defined. So lambda A represent the unit vector in the direction of A, written as A cap is equal to 1 upon mod A into vector A. So this is the formula to get the unit vector in the direction of vector A. Coming to exercise 10.2, first question, compute the magnitude of the following vectors. A is equal to I plus j plus k, B is equal to 2I minus 7j minus 3k, C is equal to 1 upon root 3I plus 1 upon root 3j minus 1 upon root 3k. So we know the magnitude of a vector R is equal to square root of x square plus y square plus z square. So magnitude of A is equal to square root of 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square is equal to 1 plus 1 is equal to square root of 3. Similarly, magnitude of B is equal to square root of 2 square plus minus 7 whole square plus minus 3 square is equal to 4 plus 49 plus 9 is equal to square root of 62. And magnitude of vector C is equal to square root of 1 upon square root of 3 whole square plus 1 upon square root of 3 whole square plus minus 1 upon square root of 3 whole square is equal to square root of 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 is equal to square root of 3 by 3 is equal to square root of 1 is equal to 1. Coming to question number 2, write two vectors having the same magnitude. Consider the first vector is equal to I plus j plus k, magnitude is equal to square root of 3, and the second vector is I plus j minus k is also having the same magnitude, square root of 3. Third question, write two different vectors having same direction. So we know that vector A and lambda A have the same direction provided lambda is the positive. So A and 2A are the different vectors having the same direction. That's it. In this video, we'll cover the examples and solution of the remaining part of the chapter and problem of exercise 10.2 in next video. For any doubt on this and other topics of either core or applied math for class 11 and 12. Please WhatsApp at +91 98 106 81251 or email maths.battle1112 @gmail.com. Thank you.